Hey guys, welcome to the Worst Generation podcast where we discuss all things One Piece card game. Today we're going to talk about the regional results of Top Cut. It was an event that had back-to-back regionals in which Whitebeard won most of those spots in top 16. Interesting thing is, all but one of the decks did not play stage.
Yeah, let's just pop the bubble in the room right now.
Oh, the bubble?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell your story.
So,
tell your story.
I got 34th last weekend. I played Boatbeard. I went 7-2. I thought I was going to at least top 32, but I did not. Got 34th. Following day, I went 6-3 as well. So we had some good runs. Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about your regional experience at all, Evan? Evan played Kinemon.
So you played on Sunday.
I played on Sunday.
Yeah,
Played Kinemon.
I played Kinemon, and it just kind of bricked.
It bricked?
Yeah,
That.
every game I didn't see out and I lost. And then I played against...
and that's the deck.
Yeah. I mean, like, on stream against... Sage, I did play against him, and he got top 16 or top 8?
He was top 16.
Top 16.
He was
He got
10th,
top
I believe.
16. So, like...
Playing Doflamingo.
It's not like
Shout out to Sage. I played you Saturday, actually, too.
Yeah.
So it's not like I played against bad players.
No.
Like
Both of you played against good players. You played against, I think, Robin Chuan, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he topped
Day 2.
Top 8. Yeah. Both days, actually. So...
Yeah,
you did play good players. So.
And I still really like my deck choice. I wouldn't have done anything differently. For me, we were talking about this that day. Webcam events are so weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know, I'm so lax. I'm in my own home. I'm way more prone to any misplay I could possibly make or anything like that. It's not the...
You're not in a tournament mindset.
It's not the rush of a tournament.
It's casual.
Afterwards, you're like going up to all your homies and being like, "How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? Oh, I did this. I did this. I did this.
Yeah.
I did this one crazy move." It's like you don't have that same energy, and you're just not as like locked in. Like a webcam event, I think it's super hard. I really do.
And it's also the attention side of things because, for one, you have to look up into the screen and see your opponent's board to make sure.
Keep track of their hand.
Yeah. Keeping track of the hand, the field, sometimes their latency or the internet is not as great for them, so it's so choppy, blocky, blurry. And they have a white plate man and white sleeves, and it's like, where's what?
Oh, I had to ask someone about their life multiple times because of that.
Exactly. Yeah,
sometimes ultimately told them to put a die on
exactly.
it.
They recommend that a lot.
Yeah.
But the event was fine. Speaking of attention, always listen to your notifications on Discord because you never know what it could be about. We did have a Reaper on Sunday, and somebody got caught in the heat of the moment and just played it out during a Reaper. Thankfully, you play the same guy no matter what.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was me and Sage. It was
So it was mostly for like the bottom tables that were affected, so it's fine.
Diego, what was it like judging the event? Was it as good as the PPG weekend?
It's a different pace, I would say, because they do more things. Like a TO does more things on their own, like inputting results. Like we'll just tell them, okay, go submit, and then the TO will input all that stuff. They will do all the drops. They will do all the...
it was Arcane 9. Right?
Arcane 9. So that was a little different. That's what I'm not used to because I'm used to BCP, which I like a lot because like more manual. You see standings, which is the thing.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, because you can see your standings and your tiebreakers, but on Arcane 9 you don't really see that, and it's like you don't know the math of why I'm in this position when I could have been somewhere else, Yeah. So that's the problem. But it was a fun event. Not many issues other than just we had a Reaper on Sunday, and people didn't see notifications, and they played it out all the way through, even though it didn't matter. Yeah, because he played Sage.
I would have had a possibility of reshuffling my deck and not bricking, but like
it's the game.
It is what it is. I'm not upset about it. If I got a loss because I got paired up against someone else, that would have been different.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of regionals and webcam events, what do you guys think about the Treasure Cup fiasco?
Oh,
yeah, I was actually going to mention that because you were talking about Arcane 9.
Yeah.
So
at this point now, I think we can talk about this. By the time this comes out on YouTube, signups for Treasure Cups for all the month of May webcam events have already happened.
Yeah,
and it was
more
a
regionals,
disaster.
right.
It was an absolute disaster.
It was way too many people on the same server just crashing it down.
Arcane 9, BCP, Carta had issues, PPG had issues. No fault to the TOs. It was the system operating each time. And they even tried. They would be like, we'll resolve this in 24 hours. We'll let everyone know ahead of time when we reopen things. But like BCP automatically went and updated it. and then they already had people purchase tickets and stuff.
And it's already too late.
So
damn.
I know there's a lot of players out there who are super frustrated because it's like, why am I going to locals every week when I can't even get into these events?
Right.
And they're not wrong?
Depends. It depends on what type of player you are.
Yeah.
Because some people look for that competitive aspect, and then at the end of the day, this is also just a game.
People just want to travel too.
For
They
sure.
just want to be able to play a game.
Yeah.
But like, I want to play those events because that's where I get the most fun personally.
Yeah, but everyone's different. Like some people just prefer like a chill aspect. There's people that don't even like going to tournaments. They just want to play.
That's true.
But also, we're getting another tier of event, which is the store championships. So there's going to be more opportunities to get the same result that you would as a regional, because I believe this was going to happen. The championships are going to be a means to get an invite for nationals, because that's what Digimon does, right?
Yes, it does.
So just because you didn't make it into the regional, it does not mean that you're never going to get a chance at an invite. You can still go to your store's championship and still get an invite from there.
Yeah.
But for like the way I see it, it's unfortunately, when you have 1 million people trying to log in and a website crashes, like, well, fudge, The same thing with Ticketmaster or any like ticketing event, even at Disney, like the marathon, that thing crashed really bad too.
But does it speak to the hype of One Piece right now?
A lot of people
we're
complain.
only 2 sets in, and for it to go out in minutes, I mean, I was refreshing.
Yeah, so fun story. Somebody on the Facebook group, the global one, was complaining how this is awful, this and that, and people were saying, it sounds like you described a game succeeding too hard instead of complaining about the game. It's like, it's selling out, it's filling up, you can't get it anywhere, it's being successful, despite, being hard to get, product and events, it's selling out.
Thankfully we were able to get to the regional at least.
Yeah.
For Texas.
Yeah, Texas, Arlington.
Yeah, we're
You
super
guys are
pumped
going?
for that.
I'm not going.
Super, because you're judging PPG.
Yeah, I'm judging PPG. So.
We know you love your PPG.
So we'll be playing next week in Peoria.
Yes, that's
and
another
you are going
event.
to that.
Yes, we are. I'm judging that one too.
And then we'll also be in Texas, so if you guys see us,
Shout us out for sure.
hang out, talk.
And based on, that's a good segue too, Evan. Based on, what we saw the past regionals, what are you expecting in Peoria?
A lot of Whitebeard.
You think so? You think that's concrete now?
Yeah.
You think that has been decided upon, that's the meta?
Yeah.
Because I remember when the Carta and PPG weekend happened, we were like, oh, it's Kinemon. Oh, it's Kinemon.
Kinemon got first and second that
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the format's starting to transition to Whitebeard. For instance, the more games that you play, the more you can see inconsistencies in deck. Where like a deck like Kinemon, it heavily depends on the Odin to be able to compete. Like if I see Odin on curve against a Whitebeard player, I can win that game.
Oh,
but it's not guaranteed still.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to start that game with Whitebeard as my leader. And you can't take that away from me.
Whitebeard's the most consistent deck.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would argue that.
So when you're trying to go for these long-term rounds where you're getting into the 9 rounds plus, what deck do you want to play? The deck where if I don't see this card in my deck, I'm going to have a really hard time competing with the format?
Yeah.
Or this deck where at the end of the day, this is my leader and you can't take that away from me, which really shows the strengths of what Kid was last set.
Yeah.
The best deck, even though there was all these other decks that had these really high ceilings compared to Kid, Kid was the deck that at the end of the day, I have my leader and you can't take that away from me.
Yeah, he's never going anywhere.
Yeah.
No, you're totally right. And I think it's interesting too when you look at it, also the amount of Zoro. If you look at Saturday, there was so much Zoro.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, there wasn't as much Zoro. You know?
It was changed this day too.
But Zoro's always going to be prevalent in this format.
Yeah.
It was,
in OP2, never expect Zoro not to be able to win.
No, it's the safe deck. It's a strong deck that can win any game.
It could be Whitebeard.
Yeah,
No
I mean,
problem.
it can be any
They
deck.
play similar cards
but
also.
it's
so.
not it has a high floor but a low ceiling, is the way I like to think of it.
Okay.
It's never going to be a brick deck. You're always going to play at a certain level, but is that level always going to be good enough? And that's kind of what you have to evaluate.
What do you think about the high Luffy finishes, too?
I think that just is showing people trying to transition back into try more red things.
Okay.
Red is a very strong deck, and it's been showing from set 1 where everyone was playing Kid and Kaido, and then people started play testing more with Red, and then now it's showing even more with this format where everybody was talking about Kinemon, and now it's like, oh, well, let's experiment more with Whitebeard. Oh, this is really good. Okay, well, let's try experimenting with Luffy, and then there's players that are seeing success with that as well.
Yeah, because Luffy did well both weekends of regionals.
Yeah.
So I just think it's important to look at because Luffy plays the more control-y version of Zoro. I mean, you have the Mass Spade, you have the 4 Nikos, the Vista, of course. Like, you're playing almost board control.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I think that's the more interesting way to play the two.
I think Luffy has a better matchup in Zoro specifically, but I don't think Luffy's matchups are better all around for a format.
Probably not. I just think Luffy might give you more lines where maybe it's almost like the Law thing to me. Where, like, maybe in the right hands, just because you're a good player, you can get around things.
Yeah, but if you were looking at Law versus Luffy in this format right now, I'd rather be playing Law.
I don't know that I disagree, actually. I mean, you definitely have more lines. I really love... Our buddy, he was in the Vegas episode. He hates Dadan in Law, but I still think there might be something there. I don't know
believe they did
but...
play the level 1-2 package thing. So, like, the Law player... Where is it?
It wasn't this event. It
was the one before?
It was PPG.
Oh, then I don't have it there.
Yeah. He got second. It was, what's his name?
Right
Jackson?
Jackson.
Oh, in PP, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and like, now I think it's transitioning to playing the smaller guys in Law instead of Wano.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I mean, Evan did really well, actually, at House on Sunday with Law.
But if you're playing Luffy, why not just play Whitebeard? When it's a stronger leader, you know, you get your cards in hand, you know, super quick.
So Jackson did play for Dadan.
Yeah. And Vista, and you did play Bonnie.
For the restand. I love that restand Law.
And one
Gordon. No Luffy. I find that really interesting.
Usually they play like a couple only, so... I
at least like one, though. I mean, just to get through blockers, searchable off Nami. Like, if I have searchable off Bonnie and Nami, okay?
Yeah.
So I have 8 searchers in a deck. You can start playing 1-ups at that point. I have so much search. I have so much draw. I mean, I'm fine with a 1-up. Yeah. I mean, I understand Law is always going to be a super tight deck. Like, you're making personal preferences at that point. I know Jackson said he picked this up the day before even from a friend. So, I mean, you know, I don't know if that was like what he would have done or what he just went with at the time or whatever. But I still think Law is super interesting in this format. I think Law might be one of those leaders, kind of like Kid, that doesn't ever really have to go away.
Yeah, I can see that. I think Law has longer longevity.
In the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's going to come a point to where dual colors are going to be so good and just the way, like, the game's played.
Yeah. And then being able to cheat a 5-cost body for 2 mana is going to be good for a very long time.
Yeah, green and red are 2 really good colors for, like, aggro and control. So.
And they're, like, 2 of the most supported colors. I guess in set
Straw
3,
Hats and
that
Supernovas.
definitely falls off, though, in set 3. I think they take a large step backwards away from red and green set 3.
Which is probably good.
Correct, because that's all that's been...
And not only that, they're trying to establish a color in yellow.
Which is doing well. And Katakuri.
And add to black. Which, you know, me personally, I think... I know we said this in our last podcast. I think Smoker's best hand is the best hand in the game right now. I think Smoker on curve is so devastating. It's like Kaido of last set.
Yeah, it's so the Kaido effect, where if they see it, they see it. And if they don't, it hurts so bad. They don't have really good fallback.
And that's what I was about to say. Like, it hurts that they didn't get more support almost. Like, no Nami Searcher. No little things like that. Yeah. And it's like you're just hoping to draw well.
Yeah, if they had a 1-drop that's check top 5 for a Navy.
It'd be so good. Yeah. So good.
But they couldn't do that.
Just brand new, I think, and that's not even
it'd be probably too good.
Because every card in the deck's a Navy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe which is why Admiral, you'd have to be like...
Yeah, you would have to give it Admiral, and then still being able to search for one of your Admirals is so good.
Yeah.
It's all you want in the deck anyways. It's not like you're searching for anything
that's else. Like, what, 20 cards? Well, I guess if you play the Garp.
Garp's not an Admiral.
He's a Vice, isn't he?
Vice Admiral.
Well, yeah, but
So would that count? That's my thing. I never know that. Because like Whitebeard affiliates count for Whitebeard pirates too.
It depends on the wording, like the parenthesis
Yeah, but all the
or
Whitebeard
bracket
affiliate cards say with Whitebeard pirate
in its name.
Like, you can't search.
Like Whitney Bay gets everything you can from a Whitebeard pirate, but she is technically not listed as a Whitebeard pirate.
She's an ally, right?
She's an ally or something. Yeah, Whitebeard ally.
I would have to read what cards you're talking about because I'm pretty sure everything says Whitebeard.
Basically, if the card says if it contains Whitebeard pirates in its name, it could be anything that has that, including allies or former. If it has it on a bracket, it's strictly that type.
Yeah,
same with Baroque works and former Baroque works. It's got to be
depends on the wording
that.
of the card.
Yeah.
So it's basically Whitebeard pirate in name or specifically the Whitebeard pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but speaking of Whitebeard pirates, so as we were saying earlier, how all but one deck list had the stage. Mm-hmm. Do you think? Imagine we weren't gonna ban the stage for OPO3. Do you think it would still be played without the stage?
Yeah. Whitebeard's still gonna be a thing next format.
I think
100%.
everyone's going to start transitioning towards Ace for a while.
I think so.
Ace is a lot of play
just
now.
gonna be the new thing. I think always you'll be attracted to the new thing in a card game.
Yeah.
Okay.
But B on top of that, Ace is just a super interesting card, and there's no card in the game that does what Ace does right now.
It's that Dragon Ball thing.
It's the Dragon Ball thing. Every card's combo. I mean, that's super interesting. And not only that, but Red has already some of the best events in the game.
Oh, 100%.
So you're telling me those Gum Gum Rocket is now a counter card if I want it to be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, that's insane.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if players start transitioning back to Whitebeard.
Yeah, I still think Whitebeard's going to be super good, back to your question. Because, I mean, I'm a ship believer. I will always play ship this format. I just think it's
Until the
good.
better end, yep.
I just think it's real. I mean,
no, it's good. I saw
Evans
it.
played me more than anyone probably in tournament with Whitebeard.
It's just very consistent to play the Straw Hat version.
No one plays, like, the idea of not playing ship this format is that it's not searchable, which is why everyone played it next format. But who cares if it's searchable if you just play it turn one every game like you do?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, with Whitebeard, you know, like, when I'm watching...
Let me ask you, though, real quick. Let me ask you, though. Do you think the 2K bonus is worth it?
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, yeah. It's
your vanillas are 4 on curve.
Yeah.
That's there's not a single card in this game that compares.
Yeah.
Being able to play a 4...
So if you're playing Whitebeard, you would run some amount of boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being able to play a 4/8,
have
like
to
think about your cards like that.
Yeah.
If I play this card and then it's not a card that I have to put investment into the rest of the game. I play this card and it's there. There's no play around that card. It's not even like next set there is minor play around because black has an event destroyer. But this set, if you play that down,
it's done.
I cannot do anything.
So you're boosting your leader, and then when you get to the character Newgate, you're boosting it again too for that turn.
My leader's in 8K for the rest of the game. Every single character is 2+ on curve. I play a 4/8 vanilla. 4/8
That's
vanilla.
interesting. So
that's
insane. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because you brought out the 4 cost. I think the Atmos, right, is 4 cost? 6,000. So I judged the Hollywood Cool Stuff case event in Miami, and top 4 was kind of diverse actually. We had a Whitebeard, a Crocodile, a Doflamingo, and a Zephyr. And through that top 8 originally, the Whitebeard player, all he was doing is just dropping Edward Newgate, and the leader was huge the entire time. And Crocodile, all it could do is, attach 3 or 4 to Mihawk or Dofi, the 7 attack one, and it's like attack for 10, attack for 11. Okay, counter, that's it. Whereas that's like 2 cards of his gigantic hand that the Whitebeard player has, and it's like it's so hard to get over. So on the next game, on the top 4, where he played against Doflamingo, which Doflamingo did beat Whitebeard in that game. He, instead of trying to go for low, conservative Dawn usage, he just went for getting rid of the Whitebeard character instead of going for leader and ignoring the character. So he was, I have the 4/6 Gecko Moria, the vanilla, right? It's like, attach 10 Dawn, kill him. Because then that huge hand, either he depletes that hand or he lets it go, and now he has 1 less beater, and it just cripples him.
Yeah.
But it's so strong because you do Whitebeard. Oh, I'm so alive. Drop Ace.
That's what I was about to say. Back to the boat thing too. Is Ace feels so good with boat. It is so disgusting.
Yeah.
A 7/9 rush -3/-3.
Yeah.
I mean, half the time when I play down Ace, when I have boat out there, it's almost like a board wipe Kaido. Like,
Yeah.
I am clearing your board. I'm setting up my end game. Next turn, I probably win.
And it
That's
combos
9
yeah.
out of 10 times how that works for me. And it's so good. But to what you're saying, also we got to point out, Dofi already goes into Whitebeard pretty well because you're getting cards out of their hand or they're shortening the game. They have to choose which one they're going to
Yeah.
do, okay? Strawbeard wants to defend because they want to play down that 9, you know? And the fact that Dofi, every turn, wants to attach 2 down and swing for 7. I'm losing a 2K. I'm losing
Every
a
time.
card. I'm losing maybe 2 cards.
Yeah.
You could easily attach 1 extra down and swing for 8. You know what I
Right.
mean? And still get a body out there.
Yeah.
It could be a 4/6 body that's going to cheat another card out of my hand. So Dofi, first off, I think goes really, really well into Whitebeard. I was able to beat Sage on Saturday, but it was a tough match, and Dofi definitely has the tools to beat Whitebeard.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
yeah.
totally has
Especially
the
with the new
tools.
cards now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think
that Gekomori is really good for that, I think.
I know everyone loves that Jimby, but that 4/6 Gecko
Yeah, that's
is just insane.
That's what won Jonathan
Like, you
the
can
game.
cheat it out for
a
a
lot,
dollar.
Yeah.
For $1, you're cheating out of 4/6.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's insane.
But for events, we got Peoria.
Yeah,
It's
we
coming
have
up.
Peoria. That's
Yeah.
gonna be next week.
The 14th, 15th.
14th, 13th. This
Yeah.
weekend here in Florida, we have
Another
probably
event.
going to be one of the biggest events so far for
Yeah.
RPO2. It's going to be the first 1K in the Orlando region, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
We'll be at Orlando.
At
Yeah.
Versus.
Yes. Versus games.
And Evan and I will be casting that event.
Yes.
So you'll be able to watch the whole stream. It's going to be a really good. Mark Daly puts on a great stream over there.
It should be in their Twitch.
It's watch us on Twitch. It's going to be a really big event, really fun. I'm super
I'm
excited.
excited for it too.
Yeah. For you guys.
Yeah. Are you going to stop by?
I'll stop by.
Okay,
yeah, it's
cool.
my anniversary, but I'll stop by for the boys, for the homies.
Got to stop by for the boys, so we can wish you a
Absolutely.
happy anniversary.
Oh, you're so cute. Yeah. I have a dinner reservation for way later, so I have time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, but that'll be exciting. So yeah, it's gonna be a little busy here for the next 2 weekends. I don't know what I'm expecting in Peoria outside Whitebeard. I mean, I
think it's
agree
gonna
with
be a lot
you.
of
I
Whitebeard.
think
I
there's
think we're
gonna be
just
Whitebeard.
expecting the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
But heavily Whitebeard focused.
People are
Do
gonna
you
see.
think there's any like outlier decks, like a Z, like
Maybe a Z.
Smoker
think the
more? Do you think more
biggest-
Smoker comes out?
Biggest
I mean,
outlier is probably Doflamingo.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
catching on
You
again.
think people are just now like thinking about?
Well, I think
oh,
blue
no.
just has a stronger matchup into Whitebeard.
Ye-
And then
Yeah.
in set
into red. Let's just say red.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes into Zora.
set 1, the reason why Doflamingo was not the best deck in the format was because 8 Kid.
I know.
8 drop Kid was like so prevalent in the format, and that was such a huge hurdle for blue to handle.
It sure was.
And now people don't really play 8 drop Kid.
No.
And people that do play 8 drop Kid only play it as a 1 or 2 of. So they're not going to see it consistently, and they're not playing their game strategy
Right.
about it. So blue has a more favorable position in the format right now because it has a strong Whitebeard. It has a strong red matchup. Against green, they're not able to establish 8 drop Kid. And so,
And Mihawk's still a menace.
yeah, Mihawk's really good. I can against Whitebeard, you can bottom deck ace
Yep.
with Mihawk.
But even not even just a
Marcos,
Flamingo. Also,
anything.
Crocodile can get played too because his litter ability will put back the Atmos,
Yep.
all the vanillas,
Yeah.
all the straw hats to put him back in there. So it
I
sets back a
agree.
turn.
I think blue could be an
Yeah.
outlier. I think blue is really
Yeah.
interesting. Would you be confident enough to show up with blue
Maybe, who knows?
to Peoria? Okay. What is the deck that you are eyeing for Peoria?
I'm trying out a ton of different things.
It won't be
I've-
Kinemon?
It could be. I don't think so because I want to try different things out for the format. Right?
You had your event already.
I played
Yeah.
a bunch of Kinemon already, and I've seen the inconsistency with the deck, and I want to try something that's going to have stronger longevity in a tournament that's going to have so many rounds. I guess 3 decks that I'm looking at right now is one is Law, the other one is Doflamingo,
Yeah.
and then I have like a little pet project of mine, which is Film Kaido.
Yeah.
But
Spicy.
I don't think that's like the consistency I'm looking
That's
for.
Mono Kaido with the film starter deck stuff.
Yeah, I don't like the Impel Down engine in Kaido. I
Mhm.
think the film cards are better, and they have like the same reasonings to why you would want to play Impel Down. The only real reason to play Impel Down over everything is that 2-drop counter that minuses 2 things by 3K, since that's searchable. But
Yeah.
that's like the only thing I think Uda's an insane card and is favorably placed in the format right now.
It's really good.
It is really good. And not only that, it just sucks because in America, we never really got to use the foam cards.
Yeah, I know. But I think Uda's an insane card that's really good against everything right now.
Still has counter power, too.
Has counter. It's a 4/5 body.
Yeah.
On block, rest a 5-drop or less.
And then you said play the 8-drop secret Uda in there, too, right?
No.
Whoa, that's a little much there.
No, that's a little too spicy
That's
no, I was thinking more of like, you know, the 1-drop that searches top 5 for
I heard you were trying to raise its price on TCG Player. You're not trying to do that?
I do have 2 ults, so maybe that's what I should be doing.
Oh, I have like 6. I have way too many secret Altar does. Way too many.
Played at 1.
Yeah.
I won on. Yeah.
Played at 1.
So that's what we got coming up on our play. Let's talk about that giveaway real quick.
Yeah, that was actually why I was going to pull out my phone.
Awesome.
What a quinketing.
So we have figured out how we are finally going to do this 100 follower giveaway.
Yes.
By the way, thank you guys. We're now at like 136 or something like that.
Yeah, we're doing great. Awesome. I love it. Yeah, thank you guys.
And here's our giveaway. Diego,
so, all right. So the way I sorted it out, it's going to be that we're going to give pricing to 5 subscribers. And here's not in necessary order of tier or anything. It's just 5 subscriber total. One is going to be a super pre-release participation Luffy card promo and a pack of Dawn sleeves. Another one is going to be the Film Red Uta pack, the one with the Gordon, the Law, and all that stuff, and a pack of Dawn sleeves. The third thing is going to be Starter Deck 5 Film Edition and a storage box. That is the card box you get usually from playing regionals or treasure cups. Prize number 4 is going to be 3 blisters of OP01 Roman's Dawn. And the 5th and the best prize is going to be a Worst Generation hat.
A Nike Worst Generation hat.
It's black,
Look
right?
at that. How crisp.
Yeah, it'll be a black
hat. It'll be a black hat. That's all we got left. Yeah, but we're going to... that's gonna be the pricing for it. And do you want to tell them how they can sign up for that? Do you want to make it on a different video?
Yeah. So all we ask is that you subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube. And for us to know that, you have to comment. You can comment on either one. We'll create a post on Facebook, and then you can either leave a comment in our YouTube section on this video of your Facebook username, or vice versa. On Facebook, you can put your YouTube username. So that way we can just check and cross-check that you're following on both channels. And once again, we appreciate the support. Yeah. And we're going to randomize that, and we'll let you guys
spin the wheel.
Yeah, we'll spin the wheel.
We'll do it 5 times.
We can do it in our next podcast.
Sure, we have a laptop right here.
We'll do it live on the next podcast for us. And it's just a cool way for us to say thanks for even tuning in or even listening to us. Because we have a lot of fun with this, and the fact that even one person listens is kind of cool. Yeah, it's just sad that I wish we could have more actual product of substance, because it's just hard to get stuff. We barely got a hold of some blister packs, and then I had a loose starter deck here and there, and some doodads like the Dawn sleeve. So hopefully it's something cool you guys like and get to use. Even the hat, apparently it's been really popular around the community. Yeah, it's been really popular. People are asking about it. It's like, we're not selling those. Oh, and you also need to tell them, Diego, about the cool new tattoo you got.
Oh,
is it time to show it?
I mean, I just got. You can't really see it well, probably. It's just the one scene from Yaya where Blackbeard tells Luffy that a man's dreams just never die. Yeah. So I did it without the text, obviously for spacing, but it's a pretty cool tattoo. It's simple, black and white. Do
you think you'll ever build around them?
Yeah.
You think you'll ever build around it?
No, I don't know. I like the simplicity. I'm not a big fan of putting a needle on my arm. It's like the pain was at that right point, I think. I wouldn't do one like my wife did. She got a giant Dio Brando tattoo right here on her thigh, about like 10 something inches, and that thing was a 16-hour project at a tattoo parlor. They're not even done yet.
Jeez.
It's like Dio's face. It's huge. No, it's way too much and expensive also.
I like how on your tattoo there's like 3 people on that one. I just really like all 3 of them together. Yeah. But I think it's really interesting that you decided to get 2 tattoos at once. Like, you couldn't just have one tattoo. You had to double down with it.
Well, no, this is one picture. Scene, This one picture on itself is just like, I kind of copied this from someone else on Reddit, obviously, because that's what it is too.
That's when Luffy says them.
It's slightly.
He does say them.
In that, it's not in that time frame, but it's not exactly there. There's like the one panel where Teach has the big bubble, says men's dreams, and the background with like dawn. So yeah, no, it's a cool tattoo.
No, it's super cool.
I dig it. Yeah, maybe I might not get another one because no, I don't like pain.
Yeah.
I want to get a One Piece tattoo as well.
Do you?
Really?
You want to get the dev?
No.
Tat?
You're gonna get a worst generation tat.
Yo, yeah, you should.
No, I got really upset. There's this really good quote that I found that Luffy said, and then I was trying to find the moment where he said that quote, and it was in a movie. I was kind of like,
Oh,
And then
not canon.
I
It
know.
didn't happen
Not
in a movie.
canon.
it's
Yeah.
such a good quote too. Oh my god, I'll show you guys the quote later. I saw that and I was like, that's such a good tattoo. And
Wow.
Is there anything we're forgetting, guys? Anything else?
All right. So regionals. Whitebeard's too good.
possibly bannable by some.
I was gonna say, do you wish it was banned, Evan?
I
Yes.
just don't like a 6K body leader.
No.
There are some raves happening in the community trying to get that card banned, so we'll see what
I don't
happens.
think it's banned.
I foreseen because in the webcam tournaments I can't really look at everyone's screens because I will have to join the room and it's like puts pressure on people to play and stuff and it kills their like latency and internet. So when I saw it in person at the Cool Stuff tournament, I'm seeing this guy on table 1 the entire time and it's like play Whitebeard plus 2000, counter out, he's huge, put another one, put ace, decrease their attack, Whitebeard effect, kill. It's too much. No, this leader is too strong. This leader is too strong.
And then the biggest problem for me is that the games don't feel like either player's playing. Like turns happen with no action going by, and then all of a sudden the game's over. And then my other issue with the card is that your opponent is always playing one curve Dawn behind, because it's not like if I'm at 4 Dawn, I'm not at 4 Dawn that turn. I'm at 3 Dawn because I have to make sure to attach one on my leader to be able to attack your Whitebeard, or I just have to choose not to attack with my leader at your leader that turn. So like
it feels bad.
You're always playing like an extra Dawn behind, and I think that's one of the most egregious parts of that deck. And
See,
every game ends with the Whitebeard player being like,
Here's
so
this
I
hand.
have 14 cards in hand with 3 Dawn open, and I have a Marco on board.
And I have always guard points
And then I
and
also-
radicals.
But the only thing on my board right now is 2 characters. But I have ship on board, so those characters are really
they're
massive.
huge.
Here's
for
my
no reason.
thing that I really liked about the build. So I'm no longer playing Boatbeard like how I was, just because it doesn't feel right with what we know now from regionals. But my favorite thing about the build that I did play at regionals was like the squad. The what's the one drop that gets rid of a 3 or less? The event.
Quake.
Sequake.
That's
like
a fun card.
that combo, the removal options, and the great thing about Squad is one of the things you said is my favorite reason for playing that deck is how much you shorten the game. There were so many games at regionals where we didn't get to 10 Dawn.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I know you like the game ending sooner, but you have to think about it where the game is on set 2 already. And the fact that this leader is promoting a game style where the game ends
Before
you both reach 10 Dawn,
Your maximum mana, yeah.
that is not healthy for a game.
Well, I mean,
It's like
next set
Yu-Gi-Oh.
2 we get a win con already.
Yeah. Nah.
The way
Hunter
we
says
get-
it's dead, because that
whatever.
one card got banned.
Nah.
I don't see how.
No, it's
But-
still playable.
That win con, though, is not going to end the game by turn 5, though.
No. I do think it's interesting as a TCG is all I'm saying.
Yes.
How they're progressing the game so far.
I don't know.
They gave us Whitebeard. I think they knew what they were doing.
Hear me out, though. Me and Diego, we were both Yu-Gi-Oh players. Set 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh has Exodia.
Yeah,
That's true.
it had Exodia, yeah.
And just some of the most broken cards in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, exactly. But
Which set had Mirror Force? That card was really
Metal
good,
Raiders.
too.
no, that was
Mirror Force Metal Raiders.
Mirror Force is Metal Raiders.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was
MRD? Yeah. Or
Didn't
am I-
that card end up getting banned?
Nah,
Mirror
Mirror
Force maybe.
Mirror Force,
It might have been at 1 or
Dark
banned.
Hole, yeah, but not Mirror Regeki.
No, I think Mirror Force got banned for a second.
I thought it did.
Limited.
It was super
It's been
good.
limited, I know that for a fact, yeah.
There was a time where it was super good.
But speaking of regionals and stuff, I do want to drop one thing. So they announced a side event format.
Oh, Buddy Fight!
Yes, Buddy Fight.
Yeah.
So no, all details are not fully shown yet, but it's like a vague idea of what they're gonna be, a 2-on-2, and it's not gonna be like a 1v1 each.
Yeah.
It's all 4 at the same time, doing like an end rotation.
Oh, that's so much cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's like you're playing one game together.
Do we share life?
No, so okay, so real quick rundown. It's everybody has their full decks. So far, we don't know anything else about sharing card pool and whatever. But it's the respective lives of the leaders, and they get prorated differently per the rules they're on the website. And then the win condition is that they both have to be at 0, and then they get to 8 attack once by either side, and that's how the game ends.
So Whitebeard's gonna be terrible in that.
Oh
Yeah, so you got to get both. You just can't double down on someone, get into 0, and knock them out. You have to 0 them both, and then attack any one of them, and that's how you win.
Well, maybe Whitebeard won't be bad.
No.
But you
Because
could have one
we'll
way,
just-
you play Sora.
because
and
the
You
Whitebeard-
don't have to
Zero,
attack
you know.
into me.
Yeah. So the Whitebeard player will just sit there. Can I guard for my?
You can guard for each other. Anything that says you or something,
So cool.
it can work for
I
your
love
teammate.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Whitebeard 8-drop kid.
Oh my.
Oh my god, just the infinite hand.
This is gonna be fun though.
Yo, but 8-drop kid, we're
I mean,
getting
the way that game's gonna be played is gonna be its own format.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I think I like that better than Team Battle.
I'm already thinking of stuff. Could
Team Wars.
You could have a blue deck that just runs a bunch of counter events.
Yeah.
And then they just sit there and go, swing at
Protecting
leader.
the opponent.
They're
yeah.
defending while the other one attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. I
Oh.
dig it.
I guess they'll have to rule that. But if I have 8-drop kid on board and I rest it, they're
Hmm.
not allowed to attack my opponent, are they?
Correct. I believe, but based on the way they word it, it does sound like they can only attack your kid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're
from
gonna
what
have
I
to figure
interpret
stuff
that
out
rule.
with that
Yeah,
because
'cause
imagine doing that stuff in set 3 and then you just go Nami Mill.
Yeah.
yes, but both players have to meet the win condition, so I think both have deck out or something. Yeah, I don't know.
And let us
they
say,
haven't
this
worked out
is-
details yet. Of
This is
course.
meant to be a fun thing. The
Yeah, it's a
pricing-
side event.
The pricing is not crazy for this thing. The first one's going to happen in Texas. That's where it's at least posted right
Oh, we're
now.
not getting one? Oh, I thought we were getting one.
In Peoria?
I think we were.
That'll be super cool.
I didn't see it on the
Oh.
Peoria page.
We'll have to check after this.
Yeah, we'll have to check out for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know for sure Texas. I know that's where I saw it, but
Yeah.
Me and Garrett will be buddy fighting together.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna see if I can find a better buddy.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Got him.
What else was I gonna say? Yeah, that's all I got. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah. A lot of action coming by. Peoria, more regionals, more treasure
Once
Cup.
again, shout out to Versus, the 1K.
Yes.
We'll be there
Yeah.
this weekend. Cannot wait.
April 8th,
Shout out to Mark
Saturday.
Daly.
Yep.
It'll be exciting.
We'll be wearing our
Definitely check out the stream. We'll be.
Oh,
best.
for
We'll post it on
Versus.
Facebook. Orange over here will share it.
Yeah. For Versus, they're gonna have an announcement pretty soon, and you'll see it on my page and
Oh,
our page also
big
with more
announcement.
details.
Big
announcement on their part. It's gonna be super cool. So you're not gonna hear it here in this video, but I will post it on both the Facebook group pages for sure. You'll find out. It's really cool.
Definitely
Something-
for anyone in Florida. This is
anyone
gonna
in Florida
be-
or traveling.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be that big.
Yeah. It's gonna be.
Might have to cut this out.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, I think Mark's
good.
already saying he's gonna say it this week.
Yeah.
So we're teasing it for Mark.
Yeah, by the
Okay.
time this out, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions about the podcast, rulings, opinions,
Deck list you want to see? I will be
yeah.
doing my regional Whitebeard deck list. Someone commented for
Yeah.
that last week, so I will share that one. That's the one I did pretty well with locally too. So we'll be sharing that, and maybe Evan shares the spice on the film Kaido. I don't know.
Yeah, just let us know
We'll
in the
see.
comments. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We post everywhere, so you just let us know. We always read things.
Take it easy.
Okay, thank you guys for watching.